So on Pornhub, I was scrolling and doing the thing, and I came across a porn from probably like 1950s.
Tell me it was not my mom, right?
It wasn't Robin.
Okay, because you sounded like I was going to be mad about it.
Nope, wasn't Robin. Porn. Anyways, it was really old, and I clicked it because I was so curious to see what people had sex like before us, because that's all we know. Like, I remember when like the blowjob revolution became a thing.
Oral sex is much bigger now than it ever was.
Exactly. Like
probably like the early 2000s. I think oral sex really popped off. I mean, it was always a thing, but that's why you saw, like, I hate to talk about it, but that's why you saw such an uptick in herpes trading positions, because you had herpes 1 that always stayed on the mouth that was going to people's penises because of all the head that people were giving each other, and that was a part of the impact from the revolution that you're talking about.
Interesting.
Early 2000s.
Interesting. But yeah, I was curious to see, and dude, like, they're it's not primitive, but they go hard. They go hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it black and white?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it was in color. But it looks like one of those like recolored World War II types. like I'm not sure if it was originally in color.
Like
then they splash some like red and greens on there.
They're like really neutral colors, like kind of like washed out.
Yeah. But yo, they just went hard. Like I didn't expect like a 1950s couple having sex to be smacking cheeks
love
like that.
Is love, you know?
Why do I want to watch this now?
I
feel like we should cut right now, watch it, and then come right back. Should we do it?
I'll pull it up.
We'll be right back.
Anyways.
Brave woman.
Are we back?
That's
We're back.
Yeah, maybe we use that.
In times of a changing world, brave woman right there.
Should we talk? I mean, we watched it. It was old. He pulled up a 1950s, it was black and white. And it was strange.
See, the women writhe more. They like shake, and it's like they're really into it, but not. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It makes me uncomfortable.
If you possessed that video in 1950s, you probably went to jail for it. Like, was porn legal?
I don't know.
And by the way, this comes on the back of the conversation we had the other day, which I took a lot of fucking heat for. And I do want to say really quickly.
Which one, the OnlyFans?
Yeah, and we talked about this afterwards. Some people called me out in the comments, and they're absolutely right. That topic obviously hits a little close to home for me, just because of my relationship and shit. But I also made a point after the show, which is something that I wish I had said earlier, which was I like to think it would be nice if no one ever judged anyone, but I did fall back a little bit on my combating you guys, because you guys are right. The majority of the world is not doing OnlyFans. The majority of the world, we are in a bubble. Logan mentioned this, but it's a tough convo. It's a tough conversation, especially for me, and I think it's an intriguing conversation.
It is fascinating, but also I like the rebuttals. Just like understand that sometimes on the show we do opposing viewpoints just to spark conversation, and yeah, that OnlyFans thing is fascinating, bro. It's fascinating.
I did see some comments of people that were like, "Yo, I knew a girl who fell into a really bad place in her life. Her mom had cancer, and she was doing it to support her mom's rent. So we should never ever judge someone." And not because of that exact story, but I do believe we should never judge anyone's motives for why they do what they do. People are in terrible spots. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there who have to resort to robbing. I'm not saying that's okay, justifying or even making it normal at all, but people sitting in the comfort of their homes watching this, or us sitting in a $7 million mansion recording it, it's really tough to understand the reasons why people do some of the things they do for money. It's a really rough world out there.
You're right. I had another thought about that.
Yeah,
I don't want to stick on this topic for too long, but I did have a thought that I think if you are a woman or a man, whoever, you're struggling and you choose to do OnlyFans or the sexual exploitation thing, I think the danger of it, part of it is that it's a bit short-sighted, because you may make your money now, like you may make millions of dollars, and that's cool, but it will fade. It will fade. That's a fact. Your looks will fade. People won't want to subscribe to you anymore when you're older. At some point in time, unless you like adapt and navigate it like very, very precisely, it will fade. And I think the repercussions of taking that bag now could really, really harm you in the future when you can't work with brands, can't make your money in a brand safe PG way,
or even in a 9-to-5. I've seen some 9-to-5 fallout from it, like people getting fired from their jobs for having OnlyFans accounts. And I also spoke from another very even smaller bubble about the size of the bags that these girls are getting based on my own experience. Lana does this shit for 2 more years. She buys a couple houses, 5 more. Like we're talking millions of dollars. The majority of girls out there, 99.9% of the girls out there are making a couple
Lana's in the
$1,000.
1%.
Yeah.
No,
she's in the 0.01% of top creators. Yeah.
Crazy.